can't be done. We've got a long way to go, and a short time to get there. I'm eastbound, just watch your bandit run. Keep your foot hard on the pedal, son, never mind them brakes. Let it all hang out, cause we gotta run the base. Well, the boys are thirsty in Atlanta, and there's beer in Texarkana, and we'll bring it back no matter what it takes. Eastbound and down, loaded up and trucking, we're gonna do what they say can't be done. We've got a long way to go, and a short time to get there. I'm eastbound, just watch your bandit run. Pick it, Kenny. He's out on your trail, and he ain't gonna rest till you're in jail. So you gotta dodge him, you got to duck him, you gotta keep that diesel trucking. Just put that hammer down and give it hell. Eastbound down, loaded up and trucking. We're gonna do what they say can be done. We've got a long way to go, and a short time to get there. I'm eastbound, just watch a bandit run. Here we go.
Thanks to Jerry Reed, who gave a private concert at the American Bus Association one night in Nashville and let me use that. Because that's the music of these hills, the beautiful Blue Ridge Mountains, and that's where Asheville, North Carolina is located, right smack dab in the middle of these. So what I'm going to do now is let you see something that is perhaps one of the biggest draws for bus fans to Asheville. And that's the baby bowls. I mean, fish bowls are venerable old veterans, and we all love them. But the baby bowls hold a special place. Well, here in Asheville, of course, they're necessary. I want you to notice something, too, about these Asheville baby bowls. Look at the beautiful shape they're still in. Are not all dinged and smashed to pieces and that kind of thing. So when you see all these big city transit authorities with their smashed to pieces cars, that's strictly management, that's all. Even here in Charleston, our bowls are still immaculate. Now Pritchard Park, located right in the center of Asheville, is where you want to be, because every half hour the bowls converge on this place like there's no tomorrow. I mean, they're everywhere. And Asheville's bowls are colorful little fellas. They're pretty. They have to have these little guys because some of their routes up in the mountains, there's no way a 35 or 40-foot bus can negotiate some of the hairpin turns. These little cars twist and turn up through these hills. You've got to take the time to ride some of these lines. They're absolutely awesome. You'll get a view that's reserved only for birds most of the time. Pretty little cars. Asheville's buses are two-way radio equipped. They have constant communication with the dispatcher. This particular day, you could see the drivers all calling the main dispatch point saying, hey, there's a guy down here videoing away. You generally get some upset, but set Donna Jean over, Donna Jean's IBC's production assistant here in Charleston, and she'd explained to the boys not to panic. We aren't the enemy. And the word spread fast. Everybody got a little more relaxed. Asheville itself is a physically beautiful town to visit. There's no question of that. You've got the incredible Vanderbilt estate here. You got Blue Ridge Trailways. But one of the last really strongholds of the Baby Bowls. There's no question of that. You don't see these around every corner anymore. Well, so I guess maybe we ought to talk to Bobby Garrett and see what we can do about making a model of one of these puppies. We had a 35-foot single door and a 35-foot rear door fishbowl. We make a little guy here. They're 28 feet. Wheelbase is really tiny. They're actually awesome little cars because they have the full engine in them. Full 8-cylinder Detroit. So they're capable of booting around and getting up and down these hills. These folks, of course, these buses are aging, and the city of Asheville has been trying some other coaches out. You'll see the City Birds in a second. Let's sit back and watch them leave. Every half hour now at this Pritchard Park, they come in quantity and they go out in quantity. Notice they have the optional water bumpers. Those bumpers are full of water and they're supposed to reduce an impact by compressing the water and spraying it all over the place. There's a lot of RTSs out with those now too.
Behind you, behind.
I don't know whether you can make out this old boy here in this car. He spies me and gets on the radio. Who's that, boss? Somebody here taking pictures. If you want to get some really attractive mountain climbing scenes, get out on some of these lines, and it just when you put if you're into slides, which most IBCers are, you put your slide on the screen and everybody goes, whoa, look at that, holy cow! It's down behind the whole city. I mean, way down behind. Some of those hills are very, very high. Let's see, what are you at, Asheville? I think you're somewhere around 2,000 already when you're in Asheville itself. And you've got the big Saluda Mountain with the Southern's old Saluda Pass, if you're a rail buff, just outside town. Catch the trains climbing with their helper engines in the middle of the train up over that mountain. That's a huge mountain. When you're at the top of that thing, boy, you've got a commanding view, I want to tell you. Yeah, there's a little doll. As we said, the longevity of these is nothing lasts forever. So they have experimented with some cars. Oh, there's a no-no. That boy's riding with his door open. It was warm the day I shot these pictures, but he should not be riding with his door open. They have air conditioning nacelles on the top of the roof, of course, but there is no air conditioning in them. It's pretty darn warm too. Or if there is air conditioning in them, I've never seen it on because everybody's always had the windows open. Maybe I'm talking out of school here, but there's your City Bird. Now, if you ask the drivers, well, it goes without saying, they prefer the fishbowl over the city bird. The city bird isn't quite as durable. It's a bluebird. Same people make your bluebird school buses and the bluebird wander lodges. There's quite a few city birds in use in the South. A lot of transit districts are, of course, very parochial, and they'd prefer to buy Southern if they could. And consequently, you will bump into these things here or there. Some little transit authorities like Beaufort, Jasper County down there in Beaufort, South Carolina have just 3 of them, I believe. They have some charm themselves, and as we said, they do not have the durability that the GM does. So you know that they're air conditioned. Now that was Donna Jean that you just went by there, sitting on there. Yeah, Donna Jean sitting over there too, playing a little ham that day, I guess. Well, anyhow, I thought you'd like to take a nice little stop here at Asheville, North Carolina, and let you see what's going on up this way. When you're out on your vacation, you're trying to figure out what to do. Well, you know you got some unique little cars here in Pritchard Park, just sitting and waiting for you on the hour and a half hour. Actually, some of the routes get in a little bit earlier than a half hour. So, hey, come on by. They do rebuild the bowls. They're still rebuilding the bowls, and I think they're going to probably hang on to these baby bowls right up until the sun sets. They're trying to. They've been rebuilt with some umph of money, so they should be around for a little bit yet. The city birds here, I don't know what their disposition will be. They're relatively new as we go into 1992. So I think they're going to be around too. There is a need for a small transit bus in America that's really a bus, that's really durable. So take care, little bowl. Going farther south? Maybe to Mickey Mouse? Orlando? Well, if you do, sooner or later you're going to get down to that fun thing called Church Street Station. That's quite a tourist attraction in Orlando. Got the Orange Blossom Special. All kinds of little shops and boutiques. TV studio right in here. They broadcast live on the Nashville network. You're going to like it. Got some of the most elegant ice cream you'll ever taste in your life in this place. Oh, is it great. And if you're into more adult fare in the evening, Rosie O'Grady's is quite a place. Give you an idea right here about the theme of the joint. It's very hedonistic, to say the least. Very hedonistic place. Yes, it's true. Now, everybody, some people are cool, some people aren't, but everybody looks to see whether she's got pants on. She does. But when you're at Church Street Station, you're right on top of Tri-County, which is the Transit Authority for Orlando. You're right on top of their magnificent new station. Well, I suppose it's magnificent. At least for bus nuts it is. Boy, again, they all come and go here like there's no tomorrow. Neoplans abound. Flexibles abound. And Donna Jean, they're getting some pictures for IBC. Again, about every half hour they'll all arrive in here. Now this was a Sunday, so the service was a mite slow. It gets a little more hectic, and I think you'll probably see some older cars in use during the rush hour on the weekdays. What was prevalent and what will be prevalent on the entire system will be the neoplans and the flexibles. It's an easy place to shoot, either from the west side or the east side of the terminal. We'll move over to the other side now. I think perhaps the east side of the terminal would be the vast majority. No, I guess really basically they come and go from either side. So it's going to be you're just going to have to wait it out, but you're going to get a lot of buses for your collection in a hurry. There's no question of that. And the ambient light is terrific, so you don't have to worry about taking pictures at all. And they don't come out of there too terribly fast, so you won't have to be shooting at no super high shutter speeds. But for transit fans, oh boy. There's a lot of people in Orlando are not too crazy about the thing. It's colored pink, and it's, like I say, located right in the middle of downtown. But Orlando is one of the huge cities of America now. That thing's growing by leaps and bounds. So this is one hectic place during the weekday. Want to get down here? Ooh, there's a lot of high-rises, so you got some shadow problems. Forgot about that. You want to get down here 7:30 in the morning and stay till about 9:30. You will get probably 80% of the Tri-County fleet, not Tri-Met, Tri-County. Here's one of the pretty little flexibles. These are nice looking cars. I like them. The neoplans, well, I don't know one operator of neoplans who are happy. Not one. And I know several of them around the world too. So, but in any event, hey, there are buses. You'll have fun here. Like I say, they go every which way but up. What do you say we go up to Hartford for a while? Bridgeport and Norwalk. Hartford has a new inner city terminal. Greyhound, Peter Pan, Bonanza. And if you're lucky, you'll catch this weird little beast. Another of the unusual creations for small buses. It's definitely out of the bread truck class, though. It's not a van. It's very interesting. It's made in Florida. It's a Transmaster. Made in Venice, Florida. And it's 80% bus. You know, there's a little bit of I mean, look at a true bus engineer would never make a back end that looked like that. That just was loaded with all kinds of air conditioning and things. The day we were here, the terminal was a mite empty. But it has its moments. It has its moments, to say the least, where it's pretty well loaded. But, of course, the main streets of Hartford, that's where you want to be. There's still some bowls left over that are still in Connecticut Company blue, although Connecticut Transit does have a new paint scheme, more or less, that they've started up when you'll see in a second on their classics. Hey, they got them too. Flexibles. I don't know, there's something about that flexible car that's really pretty. I like that. No question of that. I like that. I like that car. Good old venerable Bowles, though. It was a pretty cold day when we were there. Video battery is supposed to last 45 minutes to an hour. It lasted 20. Because fortunately I had some extra ones. Getting nervous. There she is. There's the new paint scheme on the classics. Now, of the new buses that are being made in the transit field, the GM, of course, now all GM production rights have been bought by Motor Coach Industries, so now the new MCI Classic, I think, is the most elegant that exists. Has a lot more character than an RTS does. Not that I'm an RTS hater, I'm not. I like RTSs. But that Classic is a really pretty car. Yeah, you can see the new paint scheme there, pretty clear. We do have some drawings of these, and who knows? You know us here at IBC. We're apt to just announce in one issue that Bobby Garrett has thus created another model. Remember, IBC models are only made in a quantity of 325, and that's it. They're done. Now here's one that caught me by surprise. This is from New Britain. This is New Britain Transportation, operating for the Department of Transportation in Connecticut. They have orange cars. You will see them running through, but not in the quantity, of course, that you got Connecticut here.